Hello, in this short video, I'm going to get you started with Python. We're going to set up your environment so that you can start writing some code. And I'm doing this on a virtual machine that is completely brand new so that you can see how to do it, how it would reflect on your own machines. So all I've done is I've opened my browser and I've gone to the Python website, python.org/downloads. And the first thing we see is this big button that says download Python, and we can go ahead and click that. I'll give that a moment to finish. And once it's done, I'm going to click Run. I'd like to do it from the Downloads folder just so that you can see this exact same thing on your own computers. So here it is, and I'll just press Enter, and then I'll click Run. Alright, so here we can say, well, before we click Install now, I'll select Use Admin Privileges and add Python to path. Very important, and I'll show you why later. So, install now. And once that's done, I'll close. Then I'll go to my Start menu, type CMD, open, and here we'll type Python switch version, and it tells me I have Python 3.12.0. Now if I was to navigate anywhere else, for example to the very root, and I run that command again, it would still work no matter what folder what directory I'm in this command prompt. Running this Python command or any other Python command, for example just Python itself to get into the interpreter, will work because we added it to path, and that's why that's important. Okay, so that's step one done. Very good. Now let's close this and let's go get VS Code. Now the reason I'm using VS Code is because it's relatively lightweight and you can do a lot more with it than just Python. And for the purpose of what we're trying to learn in these sessions, we don't need anything too heavy. So traditionalists will have said use PyCharm, and that's totally fine if you want to use PyCharm. But I'm going to use VS Code just because it's lighter and it'll be faster to install. So let's wait for this to open. Actually, let me type the VS Code once again. And open this link. So code.visualstudio.com, and I will click download for Windows, and I'll give that a moment to finish. Once that's done, back to downloads. Again, feel free to just click it from run depending on the browser you're using. In any case, this is what we want. Accept the agreement and next. And let's let this thing do its work. This is done. Let's hit finish. And there's our VS Code. So we can go to our desktop wherever you like actually. Create a folder, let's call it Pi Projects. Come back here, File, Open Folder, Desktop. Select the folder we just made. And then we click this new file icon. Okay, let's first trust the authors. Then we click this new file icon. Let's say test.py. And let's just write print some numbers. Now we can open the terminal. I believe that's view and terminal. Here we go. But I prefer to use this command that they show us here, control and the backtick, which will give us this terminal. So it will open Pi Projects. It will open a terminal and the directory will be this folder, Pi Projects. And then we can simply say Python and wait, let's save first. Control S to save. So we can say Python and test.py. And that runs our code. So we know that our Python is installed and we have a text editor where we can work on some projects. So that's the first way that you can work on Python on your machine. Now I'll show you another way. Back to our browser, type Anaconda, and on this link, www.anaconda.com, go ahead and click that if you see it in the list of search results. All right. Once this open, let's open that again. All right. So my virtual machine has decided to take this moment to take a break. No matter, we've seen the first way to do it, which is this VS Code. I'm going to stop here, restart the machine, and I'll show you the other way, which is to use Anaconda in a separate video.